Welcome back, everyone. Today we're going to have a look at a lunatic frauditor and a bit of a throwback video. What we're going to watch as a frauditor tries to file frivolous complaints against police officers, and the moment he doesn't get his way, he becomes unhinged. Once you hear this guy talk, you'll know exactly who this loser is, and you know that he's had meltdowns on this channel before. Sit back, relax, and enjoy.
Okay, and that's where it occurred?
Yep, and it was the FSAA building. I'll slow it down so you can...
FSAA building.
Yeah.
Okay, 2525 North Shadeland.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So, I was actually looking for the probation office over there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I was going to do a story on all these buildings over there because they're all public buildings. So I just wanted to see what goes on there, you know, do some APRA requests,
Okay.
which is Freedom of Information Act requests.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't see a probation department. So the last building that I was at, I parked and I went up to the building. Well, there's nothing on the building. No kind of notations of what it is, what they do, anything.
Uh-huh.
But up in the top left, there's a big 20 there, and that's the only thing that was on the building. So
Right.
I went to grab the door handle where the security guard unlocked the doors. So, you know, they just opened.
Ah, yes, the return of our old friend Wanda Mize, aka Robert Mills. Hey, Wanda, I haven't posted in a while, buddy. What's going on? Ran out of people to harass? This is just going to be a lot of frivolous back and forth with his frivolous complaining about battery or whatever, as you'll see. But the good part's towards the end, so keep watching.
Right.
So I went in and I was like, you know where the probation department is? She's like, it's been gone for years. And I was like, well, Google told me it was still here. You know, it took me there. And like, no, it's gone. I'm like, okay, so what do you guys do in this building? And she didn't really answer. And I'm like, okay. And I said, well, I was going to do a story on all these buildings here. They're all these public buildings. And she's like, well, you can't record in here. I was like, yeah, I can. It's a public building. I'm in a public place. She's like, well, it's restricted access. I had to buzz you in. I'm like, but still, if the public's allowed in here, it's a public building.
Okay.
So I'm recording. Then another security guard comes in. And he's like, hey, you got to get out of here. So I tell him, public building, same thing. We go back and forth on that. So then after that, it's like, they say, call the police. So they called you guys. And while we're waiting on the police, me and the other guy are kind of talking. He's trying to block my video. And I'm not in any restricted access areas or anything. I'm in the lobby, the public lobby.
Mm-hmm.
Some way, somehow, these guys claim to be educators of the public. Yet for some odd reason, they cannot understand the simple concept of the forum doctrine. Because again, not anything or any facility rather, that simply is open to the public means that it's public property. A limited public forum is when you have a property that, yes, is open to the public for use, but that doesn't mean that their rights are unfettered. The ownership or whoever has the rights of the property can make the rules in essence. This has been going on for so long, and frauditors can't understand this very simple concept. It's mind-boggling to me, and Wanda continues to spew his ignorance as this video continues on.
And so I tell him, you know, it's a violation, basically a violation of the First Amendment right for him to block my video.
And this was a security guard
Yeah, it's a security guard.
that was doing that? Okay.
And so while we're waiting, they're like, one of them says, call another security guard. So the guy goes, one guy says, I'm gonna go out and take the one security guard says, I'm gonna go out and take a picture of his license plate. So I got him on video taking a picture of my license plate. And then
Was this the one that was blocking you inside? Or is this a tip from...
Yeah, this is the guy that was blocking my video on the inside. The other guy...
What did he look like? Was this...
he was a black male, probably late 40s, early 50s.
Okay.
But, so he's outside, and at this time, after he takes a picture of my vehicle, he comes up, and then the other security guard approaches.
Okay.
So the other security guard, I can already tell just by the way he's walking, and he's got an attitude already. Don't even know what's going on. All he knows is whatever they told him over the radio. I don't know what that was. I didn't really hear anything. Mm-hmm. And so he gets into the corridor part before getting into the lobby, and he said, "You're getting out of here," is what he looked at me and said, all evil and mean. And so when he comes in, he's like, "You got to get out of here." And I said, "Well, this is a public building." He comes up immediately, grabs my arm, and tries to pull me out of the building.
Okay.
And I said, at that time,
Was IMPD there at that point?
no, they hadn't arrived yet.
Okay.
And I told him, I said, "Get the fuck off me. You don't put your fucking hands on the public. You're a security guard. You observe and report. That's your fucking job. Observe and report." So he goes outside, and then I start talking to the female security guard. I'm like, "What is wrong with you?"
The third one?
Yeah, there's 3 security guards in total.
Which
one
put their
female.
hands on you? Was that the one that took a picture of your license plate?
No,
different one.
Yep, different one.
What did that person look like?
He was a black male. I mean, he's probably in his 50s,
Okay.
early 50s. I mean, I got their badge numbers, but I don't know. The
Right.
one guard was like, he was rattling off some kind of other number. I don't know if they.
Do you want to just grab a case card?
I don't know if Securitas just gives them a badge for the day, or if they got a badge that they keep permanently, or what. But I just talked to Securitas today, their manager, and he's trying to get it all worked out. But so I get outside and I'm like, "I want your guys' fucking guard cards. I need to see your guard cards. You battered me, and you're telling me unlawful directives and trying to throw me out of a public building." They're like, "We don't have to show you the guard card." And I said, "I believe by Indiana law you have to show me your guard card, especially if you batter the public." I said, "I need to be able to identify you guys to file complaints."
The level of battery, was it only grabbing and escorting?
Well, yeah, he tried to grab me and try to pretty much pull me out of the building.
I mean, that is in their job description, A security guard's job is to secure the building. So if a person has to be removed because their conduct is not aligned with the rules of the building, yeah, Wanda, that's absolutely allowed. But no, Wanda got his feelings hurt, so that's why he's crying to this officer.
So it's a simple battery.
Okay.
But and then that's not the only thing. After he did that, and I refused to move, he went to grab his sidearm. And I believe if it wasn't for that female officer saying no, 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 I believe he would have pulled his firearm out and had me escorted me out by pistol.
Okay.
Because I've got it on video where he reached to grab his pistol and had it on there for a second, and you can hear the security guard in the background saying no, 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 and saying some other stuff. So
when did IMPD arrive?
I would say I left there about 5 o'clock, so they must have been there between 4 and 5 o'clock. First, it was 2 females that arrived, and they talked to the security guards, obviously.
What time? You said 4 or 5
between 4 and 5 p.m.
p.m. yesterday?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So a female officer, Goats, and another female officer, I've got their names written down. I don't have the one female because she told me her name is right there, but I got her badge number written down. And then I know Goats, which I want to file a complaint on both of those officers, one for failure to ID to the public, and Goats for dereliction of duty and obstruction of justice, obstruction of my justice. So Goats talks to the security guard. I explained to them, this is a public building. Goats is like, "Well, you can go out on the sidewalk and record. It's public." I said, "Yeah, the sidewalk's public. This parking lot's public. This building is public. That building's public. That building's public. Everything is public."
Did they
And-
It's actually owned by a California company.
Well, yeah, the property may be owned.
All that property is owned by a California company.
Yeah, that property may be.
25 North Shade on the LLC.
Yeah, I mean, it may be owned by a private person, like I discussed with you yesterday.
LLC.
But the fact that the city or county is leasing the building, it makes it public property.
Wrong, Wanda. Wrong again. In fact, this is the same nonsense that these frauders continue to repeat over and over and over again. All because the word public comes first does not mean that a person's rights are unfettered in that building, Wanda. He says, "Oh, because the city pays for it, that means it's public." No, Wanda. No, it does not.
The building, maybe.
Well, I mean, there's restricted access areas. Like if this lobby was open and I can go into the lobby, you guys have an area that's either key card access, or you have to have, I mean, you got to be buzzed in or whatever the fact is. But I can't go back there. It's going to say authorized personnel only, no restricted person, something to that effect. But public property is public property. You can restrict areas in public property. but you can't restrict the whole area as private property, or restrict the whole area.
It can be.
No, I mean, it don't work like that. If anybody in the public
Try jumping on the FBI's headquarters up on, try to get over the fence on FBI. See if that.
Well, I mean, yeah, we're talking fences, but I mean,
Fences.
so
We got fences
yeah,
everywhere.
I mean, I was just talking to these officers over here because I was over here recording these vehicles, and I explained to this officer just to look at them, see if they're clean, see if they're taken care of, taking a look at the tires, But anyway, so
You knew anything about cars?
yeah, well, yeah, I was a mechanic for over 20 years. But anyway, so you guys got this lot over here that's private property. The officer said, the detective said.
Actually, this is all private. We don't own any of this.
Yeah, well, but it becomes public property because the city's leasing
Sort
it.
of.
Yeah, I mean, well, not sort of, it is.
Wanda repeats the same nonsense over and over again, and everything he says is false, once again. Because the city is leasing a property does not mean that it is quote-unquote public property. I keep having to repeat myself because our friend Wanda is an idiot.
But this is the problem we had yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I said, please, educate yourself on public property and private property, the
I'll take
differences.
that under consideration.
Well, I wish you would, because, I mean, here's the thing.
But you
okay?
gave all her information to you.
Well,
right?
we're still in the story, but now we got to, I'm trying to talk to you about this public and private property thing. But, I mean, it's important because I'm going to be out a lot.
Why?
And because, I mean, the whole thing is, all the citizens now, we want to keep you officers accountable. Citizens are dying because officers, instead of grabbing their taser, they're grabbing their pistol.
That is such an ignorant statement for anyone to say. What Wanda, in essence, is saying is because there have been occurrences in our history where a police officer has mistakenly grabbed his pistol instead of his taser, it justifies bullying, harassing, and berating police officers for doing their jobs. That is a very dangerous statement and analogy to make, Wanda. To justify harassing police officers doing their jobs because of tragedies that has happened by the police, it's a ridiculous argument to make.
Okay.
You guys have all this stuff. You have pepper spray, you got a taser, but the first thing you guys grab is your gun.
That's not true.
You're killing us. Citizens die more by officers than the citizens themselves.
Word diligent. That's spelled D-I-L-L-I-G-A-N. Diligent. And it means, do I look like I give a...
Oh, that's definitely not true.
That is true.
That statistic is.
So let's
absolutely-
get back to the story. So
I can fill in the rest of it.
at this point, I tell Goats, this is where the obstruction of justice and the dereliction of duty comes in.
So, but you're wanting a report on the battery, correct?
Yeah, I'm going to
I'm
report
not
on
a
the battery.
sergeant. Okay.
No, I need to do an APRA request, Freedom of Information Act request, and I want to file complaints on the officers.
Okay, well that wouldn't be with me. So solely on the battery, I have everything for the battery.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Okay, here's this for you.
Okay.
That is your case number, okay?
So who can give me some officer complaint forms and a APRA request form?
The Citizens Complaint Board downtown at City County Building. You can do it online, or you can go down to City County Building.
Yeah, but I should be able to do it here because I believe the officers are dispatched out of this building here.
So this is where Wanda slowly begins to lose it, and the meltdown soon is to begin. Because as you heard the officer say, Wanda is not in the right place to file his complaint. But Wanda is a child. So Wanda doesn't listen, and he gets angry because he can't file his complaint to the place where he showed up. That's right, guys. Our educator doesn't even know the proper place to file his frivolous complaint.
But we don't have. It's the Citizens Complaint Review Board is where you file those, and that's their offices.
Yeah, I understand that, but I can fill out the complaints here, and then you guys submit them to wherever they need to go.
You can do it online, or you can do it at the
Please.
City County Building.
Look, do some research, please.
You can either do it online,
No, I
Indy.gov,
understand. I can do it in
or
person. APRA law
downtown,
says I can do it in person or by email.
in person downtown.
You got a phone? Please look up the APRA law and how the APRA law
You can
works.
go downtown to file it, or you can go.
Officer,
online.
could you get me I don't know if I can put all the officers on one form, or if I need to do
We have
separate
no idea
complaint
what the form
forms.
even looks like. We
Well,
don't have them.
there are forms because I was at the
I'm
state.
sure, but we don't have them here because you have to go downtown to file
you
them.
have to print them off. The state police gave me
We're not state police.
I know, but it doesn't matter. You're still law enforcement.
Yeah, but we're totally different. Totally different.
There's still a way for citizens to complain.
Yeah, downtown or online.
In person. The whole
Yes,
reason
downtown or online.
The whole reason why I drove here is because I wanted to do everything in person.
Well, you
I'm
cannot
here.
file a formal complaint here. You have to go downtown.
I can file a formal complaint here.
Listen to this babbling buffoon with a camera. I mean, the officer clearly is telling him that this is not the right venue to file your complaint. But Wanda doesn't listen. And you'll see how Wanda gets more and more annoyed as this back and forth continues.
Please look up the APRA law.
Okay, well, we can't help you with that formal complaint. You can do it online, or you can go downtown.
You can help me. You can help me. Who else is in here? Is there a captain? Is there a chief? Is there somebody?
Chief is downtown.
Well, I need to talk to somebody here. I'm here. I want to do my. I want to do my.
I am the highest that is right here.
Well, I need to do my officer complaints.
Yes, and we'd be more than happy to direct you to.
You don't have to direct me. I directed myself to where I need to be.
Well, I'm directing you in a different
What makes
direction.
you think I would get out and do this and not know what I'm doing?
Oh, let me answer that one for you, Wanda. Maybe because you're an idiot.
If I could read minds, I'd have a different job now, wouldn't I?
Well, I don't know about that. I mean, maybe you like your job. Maybe you enjoy it. But please, I want you to enjoy your job, and I want to enjoy you having the job. Please do your job for the citizens and get me a complaint form, and then give me an APRA request form.
I don't even know what that
Well,
is.
can somebody go grab me like two pieces of blank paper, and I'll fill them out in a pen, and I'll put them on that.
Huh?
And then I'll submit them. 2 pieces of blank paper, and I'll write them on
The
that.
office is closed.
I know, but people are coming in and out of the office. I've seen this gentleman right here just came out of this
And
office.
they have other jobs to do, and you're not one of them.
The officer pretty much told one that he was irrelevant and that, quite frankly, the officers had more important things to do than deal with his frivolous complaint. Now, listen as Wanda completely loses it.
A citizen's not one of the jobs? You're a piece of shit. Get the fuck out of here.
Wow.
Get the fuck out of here.
Wow. That is.
You dumb cocksucker. You don't want to serve the public? I'm not one of them? Fuck you. You're not one of them either, bitch. Get the fuck out of here. You're fucking dismissed.
Oh.
Somebody get me some paper and a pen.
No.
Will you gloving up? Officers can't be complaining on the disorderly. You know why? Because the Constitution allows us the right to redress our grievances to the public. Somebody get me some paper. Sir, could you give me 2 pieces of blank paper and a pen, please?
Sir, I'm waiting on an appointment. I don't have any paper for you. I apologize.
Like I said, he has another job to do.
You're a dumb fuck, you know that? I'm gonna have to put your dumb ass on the complaint too, you dumb fuck.
Yes.
What makes you
go
think I would
online-
show up and not know what the fuck I'm talking about? Fuck you.
Because you don't know what you're talking
I do know what the fuck I'm talking about. I told you to look up the APRA law. You're in violation of the APRA law.
about. Stop raising your voice. Nobody here is raising their voice.
I don't give a fuck.
Apparently not. If you want,
You guys
file a
want to
formal
fucking
complaint-
stand around and tell me you don't want to serve the public? What the fuck is that?
I'm telling you how to file a complaint.
I'm telling you how I can file it lawfully.
But that's not the appropriate way to do
It is the appropriate way.
How do you-
Email or in person. I just
In
told
person,
you.
in
You got a
person.
phone? Look it up.
In
Look
person.
it up.
In person,
Look it up.
downtown.
No, it's anywhere that keeps the records. You guys have the records here. I want 2 pieces of paper.
The Citizens
You
Complaint
bald
Review
fuck.
Board is not here.
Oh, little man with a camera, having a temper tantrum because you can't get your way. It only gets funnier as this video ends and Wanda continues to go on his little rant.
You got paper right there. Let me get 2 pieces of that paper and borrow your pen for
I
a
think we're
second.
done.
Then I'm out of
Go
here.
inside. We're leaving.
Oh, dereliction of duty? Yeah, I'm not gonna let that go, you fuck stick. Get the fuck out of here. You're dismissed. The fuck's wrong with you? Oh, I'm not here to help the public. I'm here to collect the public's money. That's all I want, right? Fuck stick, huh? You just want the public's money? That's it, right? Take our money and run, huh? It's no wonder why I just told you that you guys are the biggest killers of the citizens, and you look how you act. You have proved my point.
Have a good day.
You proved my point 100%. Fuck you. Fuck you too. You dumb bitch. Glove up on me. Glove up on this. Put your gloves up and feel this.
Oh, Wanda, Wanda gets completely ignored and owned by these officers who simply drive away, and he doesn't get to file his frivolous complaint. But watch Wanda's final act of defiance.
Stupid motherfuckers.
I love these frauditors' stubborn act of defiance. When they don't get their way, just film in windows, film license plates. That'll teach them. It just goes to show how unhinged these crazy frauditors like Wanda are, and how they're nonsensical. They just make no sense. But anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and hey, see you guys next time.